So before this video starts, I would like to say yesterday it was announced or revealed to the public that a very famous actor called William Hurt sadly died after a long bout of cancer. Obviously, he was big in the MCU and he was a very talented actor. He's big in many things as well, many things in the past that he's done, and it's all of a sudden come out of nowhere, and it's very sad. And I'd just like to say rest in peace, William Hurt, amazing actor. And yeah, let's just get on with the video now. So Marvel have a lot of plans to introduce new characters to the MCU, or characters that are already established around in the MCU, but give them new projects and stuff like that. And in today's video, I'm gonna be fan casting, as this is pretty popular on this channel now. I've done quite a few videos. I'm going to be fan casting new MCU characters that are coming to the future of the MCU. I'm going to be fan casting them. So I've got a select few characters here. So if you do enjoy this video today, please like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first character I've got on the list is Ghost Rider. And for Ghost Rider, I have Norman Reedus. Now, I have spoke about this in a video in the past, about video Jeffrey Dean Morgan could play, and like MCU characters he could play. But today, obviously I spoke about that in that video, and I think Norman Reedus is the perfect fit for Ghost Rider. I think everyone's saying Keanu Reeves. I think he would be a good fit for the Ghost Rider role, but I think Norman Reedus is a much better role. I think obviously he has things in common as well with Ghost Rider, riding bikes, and you look at him in The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. He plays a similar character, sort of. Not really, they aren't really the same characters, but if you know what I mean, they are. I think if you look at the character of Daryl Dixon, I think Norman Reedus could pull off the role of Ghost Rider, which is what I'm trying to say. I think, yeah, Norman Reedus could do any role, and I think Ghost Rider will be perfect in the MCU for him. And yeah, I really hope they cast him, because this will make a lot of sense. Now, for Doctor Doom, I've gone for a different sort of outcome. Now, I'm going to say this, and you're going to say there's so many Walking Dead actors on this list, because there is loads of Walking Dead actors on this list, but I'm not just biased, but I think a lot of other actors that aren't in The Walking Dead could play these roles. But I just, went through, looked at some of the characters in The Walking Dead as well, and I think that most of them can play them. And in Doctor Doom, I've got Coleman Domingo or Andrew Lincoln. Now, both of these characters, well, one of them's in Fear the Walking Dead, and one of them's obviously basically the protagonist of The Walking Dead, and he plays Rick in The Walking Dead. And then you have Coleman Domingo, who sort of plays a character in Fear the Walking Dead who is sort of a villain in some ways. He has been a bad person, I guess you could say, throughout Fear the Walking Dead, but he has come to be a hero. But I think that just shows that he has the ability as an actor to switch roles very quickly, and I think he can definitely do the role of Doctor Doom. The same goes for Andrew Lincoln. Lincoln is a very amazing actor. He's awesome. Obviously plays the role of Rick Grimes, very big role to take on, and he's done it perfectly. And I don't think anyone could have done it better. And I think Andrew Lincoln as a villain as well, I think it could be even better. I think we haven't really seen much of Andrew Lincoln in movies as a villain, so him as Doctor Doom could also be very cool. But both of them, either one, I would be very happy. But there is many other actors on the horizon who could play the role of Doctor Doom. The next character I've got on the list is Punisher. Now, Punisher is I've got the same character who plays him in the Netflix show, and that's John Bernthal. Now, the Netflix shows are coming in Disney Plus, so we'll find out if some of them are going to be MCU or not. I don't think they will be though. So, I mean, this is already this isn't really a fan casting, because it's probably already going to be done, because John Bernthal has said that he would come back to play the role of Punisher if it felt right and if it could be done well and properly. And I think it will be. And I think with Moon Knight and many other shows on the horizon, that will prove to him that Marvel and the MCU and Kevin Feige can do this sort of stuff. I think him as the Punisher is going to be absolutely amazing, and no other person could do the role of Punisher better than John Bernthal. Obviously, he plays Shane as well, which is why we've got so many Walking Dead actors on this list. But he's also known for his big role as Punisher as well, and I think him coming back will be absolutely insane. And I think every fan of the Netflix shows and every Marvel fan would love to see John Bernthal come back to play Punisher, which is why I've got him down as that. The next I've got on the list is Galaxis. Now, I spoke about this in the past, but I've got two different actors in this one, and this one might be a bit of a weird choice, but I've got Liam Neeson or James Earl Jones. Now, Liam Neeson is a bit of a strange one. I think Liam Neeson obviously plays good role. He's a very amazing actor, very well known. Obviously, he plays many roles in different movies. He can play a villain. We've seen it in the past. And I think he's very good as a villain, and that's why I mainly put him down as this casting. But I think a character like Galactus, he is definitely a villain. Obviously, I'm not saying that. Galactus is obviously a villain. But when you look at it from a point of view, I think they need a different actor to Liam Neeson to play Galactus, because Liam Neeson could play a villain role perfectly in the MCU, but I think James Earl Jones, I'm tipping more towards him being a voice actor for Galactus, because he plays the likes of Darth Vader in Star Wars, who has a very deep and menacing voice, and obviously someone like Galactus, who we've known in Marvel for quite a long time, played in like Lego Marvel video games and stuff like that. He has a very deep voice and menacing voice, kind of like Vader's in some ways. So I think James Earl Jones should definitely be the voice actor of Galactus, and they could maybe get someone else to play Galactus on live action, or they could just get James Earl Jones just to play Galactus in live action. But obviously James Earl Jones is getting pretty old now. I think he'll probably stick to the voice acting side of things. So yeah, I think Galactus would be perfect for James Earl Jones, and maybe Liam Neeson, but I think that could obviously be changed to someone else. Maybe someone like Jeffrey Dean Morgan or something like that. The next character I've got on the list is Captain Britain. Now, I've got Henry Cavill down or Ewan McGregor. Now, I think both of these can play the role of Captain Britain very well. I know we're going to say Ewan McGregor is Scottish or whatever. I think he can play, obviously he's an amazing actor. He can obviously do a British accent and stuff like that. So yeah. And with Henry Cavill, he is Superman. Obviously, preferably I do not like DC, but I think it makes sense making Henry Cavill Captain Britain as well. Obviously, he's English as well, and obviously Ewan McGregor, it still makes sense for Ewan McGregor to play Captain Britain as well. But I think Henry Cavill would probably make more sense. I think overall, I still love him as an actor, just because he plays Superman. I don't hate him, but I do think he is a good actor, and I do think he would suit the role of Captain Britain very well. Obviously, Superman and Captain Britain are very, very alike. I saw some things as well saying Henry Cavill could play, obviously commented on our last video about the X-Men fan casting, and I think, I saw a suggestion about Henry Cavill possibly playing Cyclops, which could make a lot of sense as well. I think he would suit that role perfectly, with him playing Superman in the past, and obviously having kind of X-ray and stuff like that, like, X-ray vision and stuff like that. But I think either way, Henry Cavill as Captain Britain or Ewan McGregor, I think they will both be perfect for the role. Now, last casting I've got on this list is two characters. Now, yes, it's another Walking Dead actor, but everyone loves him, and I think he play a role in the MCU perfectly, and that is Stephen Yeun. He obviously plays Glenn in The Walking Dead. Everyone loves him. I've got two characters down. I've got Mr. Negative and Nova. Now, it's been heavily rumoured that he would play the role of Mr. Negative, but he's also been there's also been rumours going around that he could also be playing the role of Nova as well. So I think it's inevitable that he is going to be in the MCU in the future, but we just don't know what character yet. And I think I would rather him be Nova. I think, I've only seen him in The Walking Dead, but I love him as an actor, and I've only seen him as a heroic character, and I think he could play the role of Nova very well. I think he could do it perfectly, and obviously, if you're going to get him as Nova, then they're going to have plans for Nova in the future as well. They're going to keep him in the MCU for longer. With Mr. Negative, if he appears in something like Spider-Man 4, or Spider-Man 5 or whatever, with Tom Holland and stuff like that, I think he'll only be a character that they'll use for one film, and they wouldn't obviously continue him. So I think I'd rather have Stephen Yeun in the MCU for longer and have him as a character like Nova, who he could pull off very well. I'm not saying he wouldn't be able to pull off a villain like Mr. Negative, obviously mainly from the Marvel Spider-Man games and the comics, but I think I'd rather have Stephen Yeun as Nova. I think it makes a lot of sense as well. He is an actor who could pull off both roles, but obviously personally I would like to see him as Nova. But tell me what you guys think. Now, that is all the characters I have down as fan casting. Tell me give me characters that you would fan cast in the MCU that haven't obviously already appeared, like maybe characters like Storm, and other characters, maybe like Jean Grey, other X-Men characters, or Fantastic Four, whatever. If you have ideas, tell me down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a good day, and goodbye.